G'day, Albie here. Look, I just noticed that we've put in a new map for the south of Peltarch, which is upsetting for me only because I had been working on this, but I've really been dragging my feet handing it in. I've been working on another couple of maps and thought I'd hand it all at once. But anyway, look, I just thought I'd show you what I had come up with anyway and just let the devs decide whether or not to put it in. First thing, I've put a script on these doors so that they open and close at the same time. Just thought that would be handy. Some people have said it's a bit annoying to have to open both of them, but so that's there. Look, the main consideration on this map I thought was for it to be, I guess, a strategic map that we could have battles on. So the idea of it was that enemies, let me show you actually, I'll go down to here south. One of the things that the king made Marty and Tilla promise to do was to build a tower on the map. So I figured the best place for the tower would be here so that it actually challenges anyone coming up from the pass. Now the tower's got some groovy little features on it. First of all, you can climb up on top of it. The tower doesn't have any internal locations. It's literally just a solid block tower. So you click on the bottom of that ladder. And there's a delay. I'm just making a recording now. Okay. So you can go up and down those ladders. These are great for archers, just twanging bad guys as they come up from the pass. Now this is the cool bit. Check this out. Prepare your bladder for imminent release. Okay, so we've got the lookout tower here. I've noticed that being up on the lookout doesn't actually increase your range. You can see things out to about that stone there. So. But here's the cool thing, right? So if you're on lookout duty and you see some bad critters coming up from the pass, we've got this signal flare. I'll actually change the name of that in a minute. But you pull this lever, check this out, and it sends up a flare that goes over to the wall. Yeah, cool. And it also sends up a shout to the rest of the server to say that there's an attack against Peltarch. So, look, I just thought that was a cool little feature there on, as far as the tower goes. There's a few little obstacles there. I was a combat engineer for 3 years, and one of the things they taught me back when I was a soldier was that you want to put down obstacles not necessarily to block the path of the enemy, but to funnel them into a place where you want them to go. So the idea of these obstacles is that it funnels bad guys and as well as regular travelers onto the road and away from the farm and away from other, I guess, routes towards the gates of Peltarch. And the thinking behind that is that you want them to, I guess, first of all, be exposed to as much archery as possible, but also to actually make their way to the gate and not be able to sort of, do pincer attacks and stuff like that. So, now, look, I did painstakingly recreate the Shrines of Tempest. But I thought if this is going to be a map where there's battles, we really wanted to reduce the number of placeables. So I put this down. I could go back to the. I've saved a version of the map which has the crazy number of placeables, if that's preferable. But we've got the fields over here, and again, Marty's sort of rearranged trees and stuff to make this natural barrier that's full of briars and stuff. Again, to prevent enemies from coming up from this direction, again to funnel the enemies towards the city gates. Now this this is a hill that sort of has sort of historic significance during the Najast War and such. So I figured if Marty's going to be behind sort of organising this area, she's going to build a little shrine and a monument to the Najast War. Look, I'm not much of a poet, but I've had a go at writing a poem, so that's up there. Again, just a bit of a shrine to sort of the server's history. Well, look, I hope you like it. Again, I haven't actually had a look at the map that was in there. It was sort of a nighttime in Narfell when I took a look at it, so I'm not sure if this is actually better than the one we've got in at the moment or not. But look, I hope you like it. I hope it goes in. If not, no hard feelings. I've got a bunch of other maps as well that I'm about to submit as well, so just stay tuned for that. Thanks.